everyone, so it's time for me to do my video today. So I have not been on for a few days, but I haven't been very well and I've had an awful cough, so I couldn't speak very well awful long without coughing, so I thought it wouldn't be great to do a video because it would have just been really bad. So there's not much to report from Chai's book today, but we have been to Chai's school this evening. We got to pick him up from school, which was lovely. Obviously, as you guys know, Chai usually travels back and forth to school in a taxi. But with it being parents' evening, we went at 3 o'clock, so it meant we were there just as Chai had finished school, so we got to bring him home. So that was really nice, to be able to do that. So that was cool. So his parents' evening, it was absolutely smashing. Chai was very happy that we got to go into his classroom and see where his workstation was, because he has his own place in the classroom that's Chai's area, and it has his picture up on the wall with all of his cards and things that he needs, and a description of Charlie and what he likes and what he doesn't like, so that if someone new comes into the class, they can see about Charlie and then they know how to approach him and what he likes and what he doesn't, and what makes him happy and things like that. So we got to see his picture cards, which was brilliant because I'd noticed them on the wall and I'd noticed they weren't objects of reference cards, which they were last time we were there for a parents' evening. So his objects of reference card was basically like a picture. So it'd just be like a blank square and it would say dinner. And it had a little plastic fork stuck onto it. The toilet one just said toilet and then had like a doll's house toilet stuck onto it so that Chai could see the object. So he was more likely to understand what it would mean. But Chai's actually moved up a level now and is using just pictures, and he has a lot more pictures that he can use and that he's understanding, which was absolutely amazing because we weren't aware that he'd moved up. So that was just absolutely fantastic. He's also got his own book now with symbols in and is starting to learn the symbols. He's not used them to request something or to ask for something as yet, but when he's shown them by his teachers, he's understanding what that means, which is great. He's like really flown with that. Obviously with Chai's communication being one of his main struggles, to see him moved up levels was absolutely amazing, like so fantastic. He also showed us his workbook where he's been gluing, sticking, where he's been learning about stories and things like that in his numeracy and literacy work, which was lovely. And then his teacher had told us about his swimming as well. Chai's been doing swim lessons now every Wednesday for 7 weeks. The first few times Chai didn't want to get into the water, and then when he did, he just wanted to stay in for 10 minutes and he'd hold on to his teacher. He didn't like to be let go of, so she'd help him and like bob him along the water to get him settled in, and then they'd leave him in there with the teacher as long as he would stay. And then obviously when Chai would have a little shout and they'd have enough, they'd get him straight back out so that he wouldn't get scared. And it was all on Charlie's terms, so he'd do how much Charlie wanted to do, and obviously build that up each time. But now Chai is actually staying in the water for the entire lesson, which is amazing. Just in 7 weeks to go from being petrified to really excelling is absolutely smashing. And his teacher said to us that yesterday when he went, he wears like a floater. So it's got like all the little floats around, kind of like a life jacket. And she'd held his hands, so he was like at arm's length from her, which is the first time Chai had done that as well. And then she just let go of his hands to see how he'd react. And Chai lay down onto his back and was happily bobbing along on the water independently, floating around and having a little kick and a splash and really enjoying himself. So that's fantastic to know that he's feeling safe enough now to think, do you know what, this is really awesome, I can just float along. So that's really cool, so we're really pleased with that. And they've said a lot of the male teachers now have been doing Chai's class playtime, and Chai's warmed to them all really well. She said that he recognises all the children who's in his class and all of his teachers. So if someone new comes in, Chai kind of has a bit of a grumble at them as if to say, oh, you're not meant to be in my class, you know. Go back to your own. So that's quite funny. But he's warming to the staff really well, especially new staff that he might have not come into contact with before. So that's really cool. So overall, it's just been absolutely smashing. And then on the bus on the way home, there was quite a lot of people. But Chai was really calm and sat there lovely, looking out the windows, having a nice sing-along, clapping and things. So he was really happy that we'd been in his school and we got to bring him home, so that was really lovely. So there's not much more to report really, because obviously there wasn't a lot in his book today with us being there this evening. So Charlie's doing absolutely brilliantly well. So it's just so lovely to see him when we think where we were before he started school and how scary and awful things were. And Charlie was just in a bubble. He didn't want to let anybody in. He wouldn't want to communicate with anybody and things like that. And now his teachers are telling us, Charlie goes over to them saying, oh look, I need your help with something, and he'll take them to what he's needing his help with, and he's wanting someone to help him, he's wanting that interaction with people. Like, he's really wanting it, which is awesome. It doesn't sound like a great deal. It's just like, right, okay. But for Charlie, letting people in and letting people in all the time is like the best thing that could possibly be happening. That it's Charlie's wanting to spend time with people. Charlie's wanting to learn, and he's pushing himself in situations where he'd normally crumble. So all of his development is moving on really well. So we couldn't ask for anything better. And when we see all these lovely pictures up on the walls in his classroom, it's just really nice. His teacher always said that now he self-registers as well. So when Charlie goes into the classroom, he'll take his picture off one board and put it onto another to say, I'm here. So last parents' evening, they said that Charlie was starting to self-register, but they'd have to do hand-on-hand with him. So now Charlie's doing that, another parents' evening on. It's amazing. Like, obviously we knew Charlie was doing really well at school, so we knew that it'd be a really great meeting. But to find out all these much more things that he's doing, it's always lovely, because it's like when we go, we know we're going to be getting like an extra surprise of what he's been doing. And we just wish we could be like a fly on the wall and, be watching him from behind mirrors and see what he's doing, because it's just phenomenal. He's really enjoying his art and his painting. He's had rebound therapy today with Angela, so he really has been enjoying that a lot, jumping up and down. So, but he likes to do it on his bum, apparently, and like kind of bum shuffle across the trampoline. So his next target with that is for Charlie to stand up and, like hold hands to jump. And he's also been doing music therapy, which he's still doing absolutely fantastic at, and is really enjoying that. Using both of the beaters, not just using his hands now. So that's really good. He's showing a lot more understanding in what he's doing. He's following more instructions, and he's able to tell someone when he's been to the toilet now as well, which is like a really important thing, especially because soon we have a meeting with his incontinence nurse about starting to train Charlie to use the toilet. So that should be fun. But we're really excited about that. So yeah, I think I'll stop rambling now, because I'm just so proud. I could absolutely burst. So I couldn't wait to get home and share with you guys about Charlie's day. But I think the best thing is that Charlie could see how happy me and Dean were, especially because I always need to take tissues because I'm nearly a blubbering wreck every time. And he could see how proud he was, and he looked so proud of himself. Like, he was just really happy. So, and that's all we want. We just want Charlie to be happy, and to see him in his school environment and really thriving is like the best thing in the universe ever. So we've got some footage to put on the end for you. That'll be nice. So I hope you guys are all well, and take care. I'll do another video tomorrow. I'll probably do a couple more to catch up with myself. So, good stuff. Right. See you all later, guys. Bye-bye.